So recently someone told me that I lack Christian values because I said that you shouldn't compare abortion to the Holocaust.
You can't compare abortion to the Holocaust. She's absolutely right. But it reminded me of arguments people make about slavery. The Transatlantic Slave Trade killed 2 million people. And the descendants of the survivors became slaves. And the slaves were worked to death, you know. What is also a disgusting argument, or maybe I'll make another video about this, what is a really disgusting argument is the whole Arab slave trade versus transatlantic slave trade. But let's say you take 100 people, take them to another country, take them from country A to country B. Some of them have children. Their children grow up to be slaves. Their children grow up to be slaves. And their children grow up to be slaves. Or you take 100 men or women to a different country. Don't allow them to breed. There's a cruelty of not allowing them to breed, but then there's the lack of cruelty of not bringing slaves into the world. You're only, they said punishing, sorry, I just can't think of what words to put. You're only enslaving the initial 100 people. If you have chattel slavery, that's what the Transatlantic Slave Trade led to. So when the trade was ended, there was still slavery. There were still people being effing born. And they were effing slaves until slavery was really abolished. So there's people who were born and then 60 years later they're still a slave. You know, even people died a slave, you know, 60 or so years after the trade ended. So it wasn't just the trade, it was the breeding. If the children of slaves weren't slaves, it makes a big difference. If the children of slaves aren't slaves, it's a big difference. Sorry, I've gone on from there. Oh, yeah, I just meant to talk about slavery. I might just make another one. Ooh.